The IELTS Face-Off studio right now will have the presence of somebody that we're very familiar with in season 1. That's Dan Ruel. He's going to be talking to us a little bit about his young gun stories. Okay, so Dan, were you an ambitious person when you were younger?
Not really, to be honest. And it probably wasn't until I was halfway through university where I started to become ambitious. But no, when I was in school, when I was in primary and high school, I was a little bit of a naughty student. I often caused trouble, and I was kind of the class clown for a few years. But no, I think once I got to university, I started to be a little bit more ambitious. Yeah.
Okay, we'll discover more about that later on. But right now, Đặng Trần Tùng is waiting, and he is waiting to talk to us and to show us a glimpse of Hải Phòng. We've never been to Hải Phòng before. So, Trần Tùng, take it away. IELTS on the go in Hải Phòng.
Hello viewers, hello guys at the studio. I'm here at Trần Phú Major School, one of the best high schools in Hải Phòng City. And joining me today is 3 lovely high school students. So could you please tell the viewers a little bit about yourself?
Yes, good morning. My name is Trang and it's nice to meet you.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. My name is Hoài.
Yes, good morning. My name is Chu Thành Đạt and I'm from English 1 of Trần Phú Major High School.
So I know that some of you have taken the IELTS, and how long have you prepared for the test?
I just started revising for my IELTS exam just 4 months ahead of my official test.
4 months?
Yes.
What about you?
I spent about 1 month revising for the test.
All right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not the same as 2 girls, and I started learning IELTS about 6 months before.
Oh, so you've had the most preparation. Now, so let's talk a little bit about your IELTS preparation. What skill did you allocate the most time to?
I spend most of my time practicing writing essays.
Oh,
it's
writing
rather
essays.
a challenge for me because you have to brainstorm logical ideas before you write an essay.
So did you write like complete essays in your preparation, or do you just brainstorm ideas mostly?
Well, I spend most of the time brainstorming the ideas, like to familiarize myself with all the topics, and then also found some topic-related vocabulary to help me do best in the essay.
All right, so that's really interesting. It's you more like idea-oriented, right?
Yeah.
You do a lot of brainstorming. You collect like topic-specific vocabulary.
Exactly.
What about you, Dat? What skill do you spend the most time improving?
Yeah, actually, my listening skill is one of my greatest drawbacks.
What do you deem is the most challenging section on the IELTS listening test?
Part 4 of IELTS listening test is the most difficult because I often lose concentrations after 3 parts. I often get 4 to 5 scores in this part, and it lowers much my score.
So like half of the questions on section 4, right?
Yeah.
What do you do to work on section 4 specifically?
The best way to improve the score in this part, and I have done for a long time, is I want to improve my ability to focus on something in a long time because I am a bit short of concentrations.
That's really interesting though, because most IELTS learners would spend the bulk of their time learning like new vocabulary, but you work on a very special skill, which is like concentration, which I think is really key in section 4. Let's talk a little bit about you. What do you do with your speaking skill? Because I think this is a skill that most learners have problems with.
Yes, well, to be honest, I have been struggling with my speaking skill for a rather long time because I have a lot of problems with my accent and also my ability to come up with an idea immediately. And so I think I have opted for the best choice of practice, which is to find a partner, and for every night we practice speaking together via Skype.
So how did you conduct your Skype sessions with your partner? Did you take turn answering and asking questions, or do you do like actual test?
Oh yes, we took turn to find some sample topics on the internet, and then we send it to each other. After that, during our practicing time, we will take turn to be one examiner and one candidate, then we will exchange the roles.
Okay, so you try to emulate the exam conditions, and that's really cool. So as you may or may not know, You know, IELTS On the Go always brings a special present for the people that we feature on the show. So this time you may have a chance to take a mini speaking test still comprising of all 3 parts. All right, so which one of you want to be the taker?
Oh, I'm so shy and I'm afraid that I don't have enough experience. So what about you?
Like, well, I'm kind of dissatisfied with my speaking results, so I think that I'll give it a go.
All right.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You happy about it?
Yes.
No complaints?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so break a leg. Let's do this.
Thank you.
Come on, you guys. Cooperate here. Woo! Lĩnh, let's go.
So we've selected somebody from PHONG, and her name is Lĩnh, and she's so ready for the IELTS Face-Off challenge. Are you ready to challenge her?
So ready.
Yes, Lĩnh will be voice of this week. Hope she can do her best to conquer this challenge. And next, back to the Monster Studio with Phoebe Chen and our IELTS expert Dan Ruel. If you have problems with listening skills, the discussion in deep and the tips there will be super useful for you. The best of the shows coming right now.